Last several days now, we've been talking a lot about the federal takeover of Chicago's streets. Sounds like it could be days away. That's according to the White House and to city and state leaders.
President Trump today is citing the city's Labor Day crime numbers as a reason to deploy both ICE agents and the National Guard to Illinois. Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson are vehemently opposed to federal intervention here. Our political reporter, Marianne Ahern, joining us now with what we can expect. Marianne?
Good evening to both of you. The staging is already underway, according to Governor Pritzker, and he believes the Texas National Guard is mobilizing to come to Illinois. However, Texas authorities do not confirm that report. At a late afternoon press conference, Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson reiterated where they stand. They also note the timing of ICE agents and perhaps the Guard to come to Chicago happens as celebrations are planned for Mexican Independence Day.
We're deeply concerned about it. No doubt the mayor, our state police, our CPD, all are going to be on guard, thinking about how do we preserve the lives of and the livelihoods of and protect the.
Hey, what do you know about this guy here?
Oh, fucking Pritzker.
Pritzker.
Yeah, he's a prick. Like he's a billionaire. Prickster. Yeah, no, he's a slime ball. Billionaire. Family comes from long line of money. Crook.
It's a typical Chicagoan.
Yeah, typical. Yeah, and pretty much, yeah, he pretty much focuses more on Chicago than he does the state. So the state's not really, the lower part of the state's not really a big fan of him.
Let's see what he says here.
People of the city of Chicago in a circumstance where they're simply celebrating their heritage.
If you look at what's happening in D.C., I believe the vast majority of the interactions were for traffic stops and misdemeanors.
What about this guy? What do you know about this brother?
I've not been following him at all, really, honestly. I've just known the few things that popped off, you know, the between him and Trump, I guess, lately. But
yeah,
I don't know anything about him.
Him and Trump are beefing.
No one is asking for that in Chicago.
The governor added he has not heard directly from the president and he does not plan to call him.
So that's Governor Pritzker saying the timing relating to Mexican Independence Day. Have we heard from President Trump himself? Has he identified when this immigration crackdown will begin?
And today he spoke again. This afternoon, the president said the National Guard is coming to Chicago. Quote, "We're going in," but did not say when.
I would love to have.
That's going to be crazy.
Are we going in?
The Mexican Independence Day here is like nuts, dude. Like
that's the 16th, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
the
tollways and everything. They'll be like jam packed with cars with the Mexican
El Caminos, El Caminos, and shit.
El Caminos on Dayton's, all over
low riders, riders and shit.
It's crazy. That's gonna be nuts if they do like a big raid.
They're showing him talking. Was this what he said today? Because remember, he was dead. Yesterday, he was dead.
Yesterday, yesterday the dude was dead, and then he got cloned. And then
they said too, like he couldn't talk. He had a heart attack. He wasn't able to talk.
A stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's back, and now he's just. And then I don't know. I listened to this just before we started, and it was kind of weird. He's kind of like all over the place.
Lori Lightfoot, she's not even involved anymore, is she?
No.
She's like some like advocate or something now.
Governor Pritzker called me. I'd gain respect for him and say, we do have a problem and we'd love you to send in the troops because you know what? The people, they have to be protected.
Governor Pritzker believes the Los Angeles National Guard operation is now ramping down as Chicago will be the focus for the next month. So the entire month of September.
And Marianne, your day started bright and early this.
We are in the 11 days of September.
Yeah. On the second day, the POTUS gave to us one National Guard. That's crazy. They said it there. I didn't hear that before. So why would they be moving the Texas National Guard to Illinois? Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just use. That doesn't make any sense.
Conflict of interest or something? I have no idea.
Oh, maybe like some whatever that
Yeah, there's some
law
commie
is.
infiltrators or what? Oh, commie positiles or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I saw too what they're planning on, like taking over the Navy base, the Great Lakes Navy base is where they're gonna station up, and I guess they already Department of Homeland Security is already racked up there in the Navy base as well. So kind of interesting.
You live there. You hear people talking about this shit at all?
No,
No one's really concerned.
No, not really. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the news or anything today, but I didn't know about it till just like a couple hours ago. So
this is what the streets is saying about it right here.
Yeah, what's the word on the streets? Fuck that, Trump.
We need the National Guard in this motherfucker. I'm tired of these young niggas with this dumb shit.
Uncle Tom.
Okay, I used to be one of y'all, and I get it, but enough is enough. I'm tired of this shit.
That's the Illuminati Trump card. Enough is enough. Damn. Gotta let you know, man. They have to tell you.
Right.
Tired of you young niggas fucking
crazy.
Up the city. All y'all need to go to fucking jail. Everybody. The National Guard need to come in this bitch and sweep every goddamn hood in the world. If you're standing outside, you're going to jail. Everybody.
Yeah, standing outside against the law. Yeah, I thought I became authoritarian as I got older. This guy says if you're outside,
damn,
they're gonna sweep you up.
I'm sick of this shit.
Damn. Unc is fed up with this shit.
Yeah, for sure,
we
bro.
need to clean up our motherfucking city. I'm tired of this shit. I don't got no more body parts for no more bullets. I've been shot in the back, I've been shot in the leg, and I've been got my big toe blew off.
You got big toe blew off.
Damn.
Minding my motherfucking business.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah, he ain't got no more body parts to give, bro. you standing outside, this motherfucker wants you gone.
World, if you standing outside of this shit, my motherfucking business. I'm tired of this shit, bro. And then on top of that, I done got shot 3 separate times. Now, mind you, I'm traumatized, right? So if a motherfucker look at me, I'm gonna be ready to kill him. As soon as a motherfucker say some shit to me, I'm traumatized, bro. From getting shot too many times. As soon as a motherfucker start rah-rah shit, I be thinking I'm gonna kill this nigga. Do you understand?
Okay, you get shot a couple times, all of a sudden you end up in a white hood.
Right.
And that I wake up every day happy. Do you understand? I have a good life. I don't walk outside mad and hate the world and coming out with anger and starting shit. I live good. I have a damn good life. So when I come outside, I just want to be happy. I just want to do my shit and stay out the way.
That's right.
We need the National Guard to come in this motherfucker and take all these dumb ass niggas to jail. We don't need nothing but get money niggas in the world. Because when nigga get money, nigga come outside happy. Nigga ain't looking for trouble. I'm sorry, you YNs, all that. I respect what y'all got going on, but I am tired of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired.
Damn.
Since he is real.
Since he posted this to TikTok, I bet he's been shot and killed since then.
Yeah, probably. Or at least they got a second big toe. You know, they can't really shoot for shit out there.
Right.
So. But damn, how do you get your damn toe shot off anyways? What the fuck was you?
No idea, right?
With machine guns and shit, bro. All y'all doing is killing innocent people. You're killing kids. You're killing people who ain't got shit to do with nothing. Like, if you that motherfucking tough, the nigga you need to run up, grab him, kidnap his ass, and take him where you want to do him and kill him that way. Stop all this extra goofy shit. I'm sick of this shit, bro. We need to vote that Trump get the National Guard in Chicago. I'm one of the motherfuckers that's losing. My health
it ain't up for vote.
Years old. I got a 40 caliber bullet in my fucking back. Big ass hole in my back.
Damn.
I got a big ass.
Blew his back out. Somebody blew his back out. What else they saying? Here's this dude.
That the National Guard and the military occupation is the first step into rounding black people up and
is that Snoop Dogg on the right over there? Is that him, bro?
I thought it was Easy. Damn, I thought that nigga was dead.
Is the first step into rounding black people up and putting them in detainment camps here in Washington.
That's right.
And around the United States of America. We believe that.
Blacks are going to be rounded up.
Rounded up.
We believe.
They best not be standing around outside.
That's right, bro. They're gonna get you, bro.
Everybody done had enough of this.
Black MAGA.
Black MAGA.
Trump, yeah, that's my president. Donald Trump, the first black president. Ever seen a black patriot? Yeah, we exist. The Democrats use my color just to stay rich. Indict my president, you might as well indict me too. Call me your Uncle Tom, but really what Obama do.
Melania caught Trump watching this one. She was like, "What the fuck are you looking at?
What the fuck you looking
at?" Not a damn thing. Trump was just that Chick-fil-A. Black MAGA.
That was it.
No, that legit might give him a stroke.
These young
trying
ones
to mess with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Trump's got. He might not have the wherewithal for all this right here. It's a little bit up there.
That's some heavy duty bitches right there.
Right. Blacks for Trump. Blacks for Trump out here. Blacks for Trump. Blacks for Trump. Blacks for Trump.
I mean, something about that just seems a little off to me. I don't know.
Okay, it's been what, 3 months since these ICE raids been going on?
Just
and now they just snatching up people that look like they ain't supposed to be here. So between that, a garbage ass Supreme Court that said a criminal can decide whether the Constitution is valid, and that criminal using that ultimate power to get rid of all black and brown people now. Has anybody heard from Ice Cube? How about Snoop? Nelly? How about Sexy Red? Rick Ross the Boss?
Yeah,
what about Shaq?
Get Mode or what?
Have any of those influencers, those celebrities who have massive followings, millions of followers, have they used their voices to condemn any of the shit that their fans are dealing with now? Have they used their voices in any kind of support of the people who made them millionaires and celebrities? What about those third-party candidates? Have any of those third-party candidates that y'all believed in so much so that
I don't even know what the fuck this dude's talking about.
I don't know. Kevin brought up a good point that I had what I was thinking about it. No, Trump doesn't own the Sears Tower, but one of the towers that he actually does own is the Trump Tower in Chicago. Now, there's a lot of Trump towers that aren't that he just like leases his name to, but the one in Chicago, his company actually owns. So, you know, part of me was thinking like, well, is he staging the National Guard here that way because he knows that something's coming down the pipeline? He wants to make sure that he's got National Guard out there to protect his fucking building. I don't know, but
he just wants to rent the building out to the National Guard. Yeah, he got house them there and double dip.
Right, maybe. Because, I mean, that's where most of the protests and stuff pop off, right in front of his building, too, here in Chicago.
Well, why would he need the National Guard in Chicago?
You know, I don't know. I would think, one, to protect his building, but also, isn't there one of the Fed branches here in Chicago as well? But I don't understand the positioning. But then, you know, in the speech that he made today, it wasn't really clear because he was like, he just said, well, I guess we're just going to do it anyways. But then he goes and then he mentions Baltimore too. So I guess he's going to send troops into Baltimore as well. And then I'd imagine he'd probably go to New York because that's where his other building is. But
well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation. When we lose, when 20 people are killed over the last 2.5 weeks and 75 are shot with bullets, So let me tell you a little story about a place called DC, District of Columbia, right here where we are. It's now a safe zone.
You're muted, dude.
We have no crime. It's in such great shape. You can go and actually walk with your children, your wife, your husband. You can walk right down the middle of the street. You're not going to be shot, Peter. You're safe. Everyone likes you anyway. They probably wouldn't do it. But it's so dangerous. And there are people in this audience that you've suffered greatly. There are people in this audience that have been mugged and hurt.
Hello. It's me. Is anybody out there? Yes. Live truthering. Please stand by. I'm not sure what just happened. No audio on Drew's end. I think he's dropping out and he's going to hop back in. But Heart of Aries out here asking, what are the protocols of the Golden Dawn? This is something that we've covered before on outlining our enslavement. There was... it was like a Q adjacent thing that came out. It was called the Protocols of Illuminated Sons of the Golden Dawn. And it would basically laid out like what would happen during like Trump's presidency and stuff. And so we've been talking about it for years, and it seems like the plan within those protocols has been slowly playing out. Not really exactly to the T as what it said, but I mean, pretty damn close. So, but you can go in the back catalog and you can find the stream that we did on that. It was a pretty good one. Are you back? You got audio?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm back.
All right. Yeah, somebody was asking about the protocols. I can find that link and put it in the chat for y'all.
Joining us from Chicago is NBC News correspondent Adrian Broaddus, also with us former ICE Chief of Staff Jason Hauser, and former federal prosecutor Paul Butler is here with us on set. Adrian, I want to ask you, what kind of protests are you expecting to see as ICE seems poised to deploy and come with more resources, even federal resources, to the Chicago area?
Hey there, good morning to you. I can talk to you about a demonstration that was already planned before the news that those federal agents.
When is the Barack Obama library open?
I don't know. I mean, they've been working on the fucking thing forever.
I thought it's like almost done, right?
It's almost done, yeah. It's hideous. It's fucking hideous. And they spent so long underground, so long building underground for that thing. Like years they were underground before there was anything above ground. Maybe that's part of the reason why he's sending a National Guard there.
They're gonna arrest him right on
the tunnels.
Inauguration.
Right.
Right when he opens the thing, Obama's there. Topping out ceremony was held in June 2024. No official opening date. So they've just been working on it for fucking ever.
Dude, forever. I mean, they totally like redid that whole area, dude. It's unbelievable what they did down there for that place. And it's so creepy looking when you drive by it.
Let's see it, bro. Look at this is right on obama.org. Obama marks the completion of I thought it said Muslim building. Never mind. It says museum. I was gonna say damn.
Yeah.
So what is it? The Barack Obama Library it's called? Let's see this shit.
Yeah, dude. It's just like a big, weird concrete block thing.
That's it right there?
Yeah. That's it under construction, yeah.
All right. So after nearly 8 years, the Obama Presidential Center is finally coming to life in Chicago's South Side. And let's be clear, it's not just a library. This is a $1 billion project featuring a massive museum, a sky room with panoramic views, and an entire campus meant to celebrate Obama's legacy. But with that kind of budget...
That's what it looks like?
Yeah, dude. It's it's hideous. It's a big monstrosity. But like, yeah, it came with like this entire. They redesigned that entire area down there by Jackson Park. That's like right by the Museum of Science and Industry and stuff.
And they were digging underground and shit.
Yeah, dude, that whole area where that cube thing sits at, they have that all. Well, for years they had it all like with the high construction fence were blocked off, but they were doing like all kinds of underground work, and then they changed like all the infrastructure around that area, like rerouted the roads and everything. It was really, it was a huge project.
Do you have any idea what this? I don't know. Can you see my cursor? You can't see my cursor. So that building, like directly to the right of it, with the green roof.
Yeah, that's the Museum of Science and Industry. That's
Okay.
one of the buildings from the World's Fair that allegedly was one of the real buildings that they kept from the
Okay.
Chicago's World Fair.
What are we actually getting? Let's take a look inside. Obama isn't just building a place to store documents from his presidency. He's creating a monument to his time in office. According to the Obama Foundation, this center is about inspiring the next generation of leaders, just like Obama was inspired by the civil rights movement and his time as a community organizer in Chicago. But let's be honest, $1 billion for inspiration. The center is being built in Jackson Park, right?
That little mosque right there or something?
No, that's the Museum of Science and Industry.
Oh, that's still that? Okay.
Right
Yeah,
here in
that's the middle
Chicago's
part
South
of it.
Side, a neighborhood with a deep history, but also
I think about Bud over in this neighborhood. That
Yeah,
time
so
I
this
went
is the South Side where this is at. This is South Side Chicago.
some serious economic struggles. The idea is that the Obama Presidential Center will revitalize the area, create jobs, and attract tourism. But some local activists have
I mean, it
actually
it
opposed
looks like some Star Wars like fucking like military defense like tower or some
Yeah,
shit.
it's very
Like,
weird looking.
yeah.
worried that it might drive up housing prices and push out lower income residents. And when you're spending $1 billion, shouldn't there be more direct investment into the local community? Here's a look at the full campus layout. 19 acres of green space, walking trails, and event areas designed to blend into the natural beauty of Jackson Park. From up here, the museum tower stands massive, definitely a dominant structure in the skyline. At the heart of the project is the museum building, which is by far the most striking part of the campus. The most unique aspect of the museum is probably this etched facade, featuring words from Obama's 2015 Selma speech. From inside, visitors will literally look out through his words onto the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
So dope.
I don't
So
know. And I
dope.
think it already has like major structural issues to it. So like it might not even be like a viable building. I don't understand where they spent the $1 billion at, other than building some fucking crazy underground bunker complex, probably.
The architecture itself is meant to symbolize four hands coming together, representing different communities shaping history. But some people think it looks more like a modernist monolith or even a tombstone. Inside,
I think it looks like I think it's a giant Russian stove hidden in plain sight. And that's where they're going to bring all the black people and black and brown people that they round up.
Just going to ignite them.
Yeah, it's just a giant incinerator.
Museum will be a deep dive into Obama's presidency, touching on his election, policy decisions, and connection to civil rights history. Now, this is the Sky Room. It sits on the top floor of the museum tower and will offer a panoramic view of Chicago from Lake Michigan to downtown to the south side itself. It's also one of the only spaces that will be completely free to the public.
They even got blacks in the CGI one. It's covered with black and brown people.
That looks so stupid. Yeah. It should just say, "Thank you, Satan."
Yeah, totally.
If you look at it in a mirror, that's probably what it says.
You know it does.
One thing the Obama Foundation has pushed is that this won't just be a historical archive, they want it to be a living, interactive space. This area is designed as a community gathering space where visitors can discuss history, grab coffee, and even shop at the retail store. The idea is that people don't just come here to look at history, they engage with it. This part is called the John Lewis Plaza, named after the late civil rights leader and congressman. It's meant to be a gathering place for events, performances, and public discussions.
Who's just going to gather here?
Yeah, nobody.
The Forum Building is another key feature of the center, acting as a community hub. It includes collaborative spaces, an auditorium, a recording studio, and flexible rooms.
They got the stew up in there.
for local programs. And this indoor space is named after Hadia Pendleton, a Chicago teenager tragically killed by gun violence shortly after Obama's second inauguration. It's designed as a calm, reflective space with large windows overlooking the plaza. If we take a look inside the forum, there's also the Elie Wiesel Auditorium, named after the Holocaust survivor and human rights activist.
There you go.
Space will
Now we know. Now we figured it all out. Yeah.
host lectures,
I don't
performances,
think we need
and
to know anymore now.
Yeah. Named after some bullshit.
But yeah, crazy $1 billion waste of money.
Yeah,
That's
did
ridiculous.
you see the thing he was talking about burning flags?
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to put a ban on burning flags or something. Yeah.
Let me play it real quick and see if there's a little short one.
National headlines that President Trump is telling prosecutors to jail people who burn the American flag, despite the Supreme Court ruling it's free speech.
You burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail, and it goes on your record. And you will see flag burning stopping immediately.
Trump's executive order tells prosecutors to pursue litigation meant to have the Supreme Court overturn the 1989 ruling protecting anyone who burns the American flag. The justices at the time said free speech doesn't just mean written or spoken words, but symbolic actions as well. Trump's order also directs the Secretary of State to deny or revoke visas from any foreign national who desecrates a flag. He says it's un-American and a threat to the nation. National headline.
What do you think about that one? Burning the flag. Think it's a right?
No, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I think it should be protected under free speech. But
so you're a commie.
I guess so.
We all know
I don't
that.
know. I don't think it should be. I mean, because I don't know. It seems like a slippery slope to me. I think it, I don't know. Seems, yeah, it's just a slippery slope to me because then, I mean, you're going to continue to just have to, I mean, where do you draw the line after that? But,
right. Can you burn the Israel flag?
No, that's definitely in the fine print there.
That's, death sentence.
It's all the same. It's all the same gang colors, just
I
different
saw
arrangements.
Wilson was on Tim Pool talking about that.
Yeah,
he was cucking to it pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't listen to it, but yeah. I guess if people are getting arrested for burning fucking trans flags and shit and going to jail for that, I mean, at protests and shit, then I guess, it makes sense to fight back, but I think it is a violation of free speech, but it's just a fucking piece of cloth. I mean, like, how can you actually make a law that you can't burn that? Like, it's kind of ridiculous,
It says leftist media wakes up after Chicago's horrific weekend of it's every weekend in Chicago.
Yeah, I guess it was some 52 shot or some shit this weekend, and
has the leftist
9
media
dead.
woken up? Chicago has just experienced one of its most violent weekends of the year, and even MSNBC host Joe Scarborough is now calling on Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker to go to the president for help.
I actually think that J.B. Pritzker should do something radical. I think he should pick up the phone, call the president, and say, and I know, you don't have the constitutional authority to deploy the National Guard here and to police my. You can do that in D.C., you can't do that in Chicago. But let's partner up. These are the most dangerous parts of my state. We would love to figure out how to have a partnership that's constitutional, that respects the sort of balance of federalism between the federal government and the state government. And let's work together to save lives. Because right now, just hey, nothing to see here moving along. No problem here. Hey, Donald Trump, we don't need you. And, the mayor talking about.
This guy's not impressed.
We're going to protect people's.
This guy's a huge Trump hater too, isn't he? The Scarborough dude or whatever.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sure he is.
Dignity in our city. We'll protect their lives. That's
the guy that killed.
Well,
his intern.
doesn't Trump have like dirt on the guy or some shit? Right?
Yeah, this is the guy that killed his intern. What's his name? Scarborough.
Scarborough. Yeah.
Look at, he joked about his dead intern.
But you've got a lot of, occasionally we're going to try to help.
Is that Ben?
Yeah. And you've just, right, Charles, you've got to listen. So,
tell me
what I need to do.
Well, no, you're doing great. I mean, don't be afraid to be funny.
Okay.
Because you are funny. That was I asked you why you went in Congress. You said you'd had sex with the intern, then you had to kill her.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty risky to say.
What are you going to do?
So it could be, you can be very good. I mean, I actually like Keith Olbermann and I like Matthews, and it could work out for you.
What's going to be a good lineup? And the guys at NBC and women in.
It's going to be a little short. Talking about him killing his. Well, he didn't kill her. She just went missing, I think. Which means he killed her, but.
On November 29th, President Donald Trump advised that we ought to look into the mysterious death of an intern at the Fort Walton Beach office of Joe Scarborough. All of us knew who he was talking about. That event occurred on July 20th, 2001, when Lori Klasutis was found dead in the office at 8:30 in the morning by a couple who had come by Scarborough's office to do business. Scarborough had announced his resignation from Congress 2 months earlier. There was some scandal involved in that, or some scandal hinted at in that, because people felt like they didn't understand why he was leaving office so early in his fourth term, having just been elected. In the end, it was determined, and pretty conclusively, that Ms. Klasutis had died after suffering a heart palpitation due to a unknown heart ailment, and hit her head on a desk as she fell and rendered herself unconscious. And the blood clot caused the death. The medical examiner, Michael Birkeland, at the time said that he believed the young woman, 28.
Damn, I ain't seen a Dodge Neon like that in a minute.
For some reason, the
That's a
conspiracy
throwback.
rumors, theories persist, even though we're pretty clear that no foul play occurred. Very clear, in fact.
Very clear.
Huh.
Mika tried to resuscitate her. That's the other. That's his wife, right? The one he does the show with. It's his wife, Mika, I think.
I'm not sure.
But he used to be some congressman or something. Yeah, that's his wife, Mika. It's the Russian handler.
Got him. Hold on, I want to pull this one up about how they're talking about that they're going to stage at the Navy base, which I thought was interesting.
Pull one up. I got to refill my drink.
Tonight, suggesting the White House is considering using the Great Lakes Naval Air Base if the National Guard and other federal troops are called to fight crime in Chicago. This operation could begin as soon as next week. But where does it all stand tonight? Our political reporter, Marianne Ahern, in studio with us tonight with the very latest. Marianne.
Good evening. Yes, published reports say the White House intervention on Chicago streets could begin as soon as next Tuesday. Governor Pritzker has not been notified of any official request. And of course, Pritzker is not asking for help. The Great Lakes Naval Base in the far northern suburbs confirms to NBC5 it has been contacted by federal law enforcement to perhaps be the staging area if there is a White House crime operation in Chicago. By email, the spokesman for the base says, quote, Naval Station Great Lakes has been approached by the Department of Homeland Security regarding a potential request to support U.S. immigration and customs enforcement operations. At this time, no decisions have been made. The request involves limited support in the form of facilities, infrastructure, and other logistical needs to support DHS operations. Additionally,
Yeah, Land of the Blinded brings this up, and this is something that I wanted to touch on too, is because I was looking at the DC stuff, and they didn't even send the guys in there with like guns or anything. Like it's just like a random guard soldier like standing on the side of the street. Like I don't know how that's stopping crime or what that's gonna what's that really doing? You know, how is it?
He's just
stopping crime?
He's just baiting the liberals to cry against it.
Right.
we have not received any official request to support the National Guard. Governor Pritzker.
It sounds like what they're trying to do is to march right over local police.
There is now a mobile billboard circling the Trump Tower with Pritzker's message, "Do not come to Chicago." If the troops are activated, they may also utilize national.
I'm going to come. I'm going to come, says Trump. But yeah, let me pull up that one of DC.
Hey, real quick, not to change the subject real quick, but did you see our case's new platform?
No, what is it?
He announced this whole new platform you got to pay to be part of. And he's like talking it up like it's like its own social media and all this, and he's like hyping it up, and he goes into it and shows it. It's basically a Discord. It's just like a different brand of a Discord.
Oh yeah.
Exact same thing though. Like,
yeah, I heard him talking about that, and I was like, oh, so you just have a Discord server then?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, yo, this is gonna change the game. It's like creating my own platform. It's like we got errant personals in here.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. My lord,
we got Aaron's paranormal and Aaron's personals.
I mean, we called that. I'm pretty sure that early on in one of those streams, we said they were
to be Aaron's dating.
Yeah, for sure, we called that. So I don't know if he's trolling us like with that, but I feel like that's probably what the Aarons want, anyways. But that's crazy shit.
We're gonna have to get Aaron's dating. We need some people on the inside in there.
Yeah, we need some people on the inside.
Washington,
we need a mole or two.
In the shadows of the national monuments, commuters hustling to work, tourists sightseeing, and the first day of school for 100,000 DC school students. But this year, something's different. Soldiers on the streets.
People ask me, what am I here for? I'm here to make sure that young people can leave and go to school and come back in a safe environment. They don't have to worry about drug dealers. They don't have to worry about crime. They don't have to worry about people, with guns and knives.
National Guard troops have been stationed in the nation's capital for 2 weeks now, patrolling, monitoring, punctuating train and metro stations, the National Mall, and commercial streets. A move that President Trump said was necessary to curb crime and clean up the streets of D.C., characterizing the situation.
I feel like it'd be better if they had like guns and everything on the trucks and everything, fully kitted out. That might be kind of cool. It's kind of boring. It's just guys walking around in uniforms.
Yeah, they're not doing shit, huh?
They're not
doing
anything.
It's a crime emergency.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back.
But according to DC's Metropolitan Police Department, homicide statistics in the district went down 32% in 2024. Violent crime was down 35%, a 30-year low. So far in 2025, the numbers have dropped even further. A downward violent crime trend that's also happening nationwide. This as the president deployed the National Guard in Los Angeles earlier this summer during an immigration crackdown. President Trump now threatening to expand the...
Wait, why were they giving statistics from 2024? I don't understand what they were trying to say.
25. The numbers have dropped even further. A downward violent crime trend that's also happening nationwide. This as the president deployed the National Guard in Los Angeles earlier this summer during an immigration...
but he didn't take over Los Angeles, so why are they worried like he's going to take over and shut down Chicago?
Right. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't there for a couple months or something, or a month.
Yeah, and then it just
to deploy the military
went away.
in a blue city, in a blue state, to try and intimidate his political rivals.
The more than 2,200
but they can fuck with him as much as they want to.
Right.
They can put him through all kinds of lawfare and all this other shit.
I don't know how this intimidates. I don't know.
Is that book The Last President? Did that go down in New York or Chicago? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up while you're playing that.
It's been years since I looked at that. Yeah.
To support the D.C. troops by the governors of West Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Ohio. Initially unarmed, this week they began carrying firearms. We made our way around the D.C. area in a single day to see where
it was in New York.
Yeah.
Soldiers are posted and how their presence is changing the city. Now, the first thing we notice is that troops are not overwhelming the city in every neighborhood and on every street corner. They've instead focused on a few highly visible and prominent locations. Now, troops are mostly absent from neighborhoods with the highest rates of crime in Southeast and Northeast D.C. Notably, no guardsmen were nearby when D.C. police say a homicide occurred in the southeast part of the city early Monday morning. But officials note that Monday evening, several soldiers assisted a citizen who had fallen and needed medical care.
Can't get up. Hold on, let's hear what this lady says. I want to hear her.
Honestly, yes, there is a lot of crime, but I don't think that it was the National Guards was needed.
Completely unnecessary and honestly threatening to the communities, especially underprivileged communities.
We also spotted troops at the Metro Center and Gallery Place metro stations, looking on as riders exited busy trains. Soldiers have been regularly posted at least 10 metro stations, including D.C.'s Union Station. We're here at Union Station about 2 weeks.
What did that say?
10 metro stations, including D.C.
Trump's afraid of free plus fair elections. Give me the votes. Free DC.
Union Station.
I read he's trying to force voter ID. No,
right?
Like recently. Let me see if I can pull that up.
When the National Guard troops first arrived in Washington, and there was a much bigger footprint. There were about 4 or 5 humvees that were spread out around this traffic circle. There was probably a dozen, 2 dozen troops walking the area. Now it's a much smaller footprint. You see about 4 or 5 troops there, a couple more there, and that's about it. Now, the White House says these troops are here to support D.C. police. They also say their mission is to clean up the city. Guardsmen conducting what officials describe as beautification projects around Washington's tidal basin,
up trash,
the Watergate, and wharf areas. Everything from replanting grass.
Yeah, they just got them out there picking up trash. Why don't you round up all them YNs out there acting fools and make them pick up the trash?
Make them do that. Yeah, I agree.
You know, the problem with this cost $1 million a day for the National Guard to be deployed there.
I mean, that's not shit when you're like trillions in the hole, really. What's the difference?
Yeah, fuck it. What's another?
I put that link in the backstage of the voter ID. That's from like 2 days ago. Trump's going crazy, dog. He's a dictator, dog.
He does what he wants.
He a fascist.
Plans to sign an executive order requiring voter ID for all U.S. elections. Trump posting on a social media platform, Truth Social, writing, voter ID must be part of every single vote, no exceptions. He goes on to call for restricted mail-in voting and only using paper ballots. He said that before. Trump did not say how soon he'll issue that EO. ABC News has reached out to the White House for comment. ABC's Alex Berchet is following this for us live from Washington. So voter ID laws vary state by state. States run their own elections. What's Trump's goal here and why now?
Oh, well, Perry, his goal is a little uncertain at this point. But look, I mean, this is a line that he's really kind of repeated over and over, especially the last few weeks. The president saying that essentially he wants to enact the voter ID laws nationwide, and also he wants to get rid of mail-in ballot voting. What's interesting about this, mail-in ballots are something that became really popular after that COVID election of 2020. And if you look at how they've kind of ballooned, they comprise about 43% of the turnout in 2020. And there are a number of states, primarily along the West Coast, that relied on them heavily for the 2024 presidential election. But one of the things that the president has been critiqued on as he's talked about getting rid of mail-in ballots is that this is a direct response to some of those Democratic-controlled states like California, where Governor Gavin Newsom has called for a special election to counteract some of the redistricting that's
brother
being
Terrence
done in
Howard
Texas with redistricting there in California. Well, California relies heavily on mail-in ballots. This is looked at by Democrats like Newsom and others as an attack on those states, and so this will likely
what's with Newsom or what's with what's his name, Groyper dude? What's with him sucking on Newsom's dick?
Oh yeah, I thought that was a weird fucking move too. I don't know, just because they hate Vance so much, like they get on the
because Vance hits that Indian pussy.
Yeah, they don't like that at all.
I put an India link. I put an India link in the private chat, and it shows how they do the voter shit in India, where there's millions of people, or like billion people, right? And they do it in India. They're able to vote, and I think they do it all in one day. They just put some ink on them.
One election stands out as a symbol of participation and integrity. It is the indelible ink. Did you know when indelible ink was first used in Indian elections, or where it's made? This is the story of the indelible ink. Always look back before going forward, they say. So we turn the pages of the Hindu's archives to look back at history.
Voiceover.
An article dated July 19th, 1951 says President Rajendra Prasad gave assent to the Representation of People Bill.
So how do they do it here? Let me see what they do here.
Yeah, once you vote, you get inked up.
However, till 1971, the ink was applied on the finger and not the nail. There was even a report of a would-be bride in Varanasi deciding not to vote, saying the ink mark will not look good on the wedding day. However, there were worries that the ink mark made on the skin could be removed with rigorous rubbing. It was in 1971 that the Election Commission came up with the idea to mark the ink on the root of the nail so that once dried, it will disappear only as the nail grows. Since 1962, the ink is...
That's pretty crazy. Pretty simple solution, I guess.
Exactly, right? You don't need to do all this crazy shit. Come vote. We got ink you up, and then you ain't gonna vote again.
Let's see here. We got Nuxanor. He was covering some stuff on this. He had some funny clips in here.
Now you have to understand. Like this is what this
Is that Walls?
That's Walls. Yeah. Did you see
no
this clip
fucking
of
way?
Walls?
No, I didn't see it. Make it bigger. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the vice president under Kamala Harris. So this is what he's been posting. Obviously, it's copyrighted.
Oh my god! No way.
Music
shaking them titties.
It's embarrassing as shit. Like this is the most embarrassing thing ever. So they asked Waltz like about his health, and this is what he had to say.
You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things, and although I will say
It's a
this,
doom
the last
gooner.
few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying, there will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news. You get up in the
dude.
What does that mean?
Wishing that Trump died.
That Trump's gonna be dead. Yeah.
Trump's dead.
Right now. I hope that makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, anywho, it's absolutely diabolical. I don't even know what to say.
Who's this fucking guy?
Gremlins are trying their hope.
This guy is Nuxanor.
How many subscribers has he got?
Oh, he's a huge channel. This is just one of his channels. I think this one has a lot. I don't know. 894.
Damn, so like a million.
I think his other channel has like is in the multi-millions.
Might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news. You get up.
He's like a gamer thing, and then like
he switched to this like Ass Mangold or what?
Yeah, basically, and he reviews anime and shit on his other channel, I guess. And
So
then
he's a true anime retard.
And then now he's a political commentator, but he's pretty cool.
Ass Mangold's bringing all those Twitchies into the political.
He's a Jew though, but
Oh,
he
he's a
makes
Jew?
fun of it. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, gleefully wishing that
but he's like based right winger, but he's a Jew.
Trump dies at some point. That's the Democratic Party right now. I hope that makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, anywho, it's absolutely diabolical. I don't even know what to say. These people, like the Gremlins, are trying, they're hoping, and they're coping. And then the Orange Man, like
Hoping
they
and
tried to kill him
coping.
with everything. Right? He got COVID. All right, when they said COVID was killing everybody, which was a bit of a hoax, but whatever. He got COVID. They tried to kill him a couple of times. All right.
Anyways, so that's the deal with all that. Dude, the barbecue took the fucking took it out of me last night.
Okay, I saw you went back on that dude's channel.
Yeah, dude.
What
I
did you say to him?
I
missed
did
that
my
part.
I did my stream, and then for some reason I was so I fucking clicked. I ended the stream, and then I fucking went over there, and I'm not sure what happened over there. But
You had a
but it's-
video of it.
Yeah, I was restreaming from over there, but then I don't know, like I was just talking to the dude, and then he put me backstage. I guess he got mad at something. I guess he was playing music that he made or something, and then I made fun of his music, and then he backstaged me, and then I was backstage forever, and then he was just like sitting there, like typing on his phone, like just sitting there in front of the camera, like typing on his phone forever, and then. I don't know. I got freaked out, and I was like, "All right, fuck it, I'm out of here."
What a weird
I didn't know.
dude. What a weird.
I
dude
didn't
that
know what
dude
was
is.
going on, dude. And then
Who
I went and
watches that
looked at his thumbnails, and like all of them are like thumbnail, like AI, like of Paul and fucking Talcott. And I don't know. I hopped on Talcott today to listen.
Oh, no
and
way.
That guy was on there. I wasn't
same
on
dude?
Talcott.
The same dude was on there.
Yeah, they were all. It was they. I guess they're having a feud, or it's like scorn. He's like scorned lovers of Jack and fucking Paul, or something. I don't know what's going
makes
on.
sense.
But it looks like he met up in real life with Talcott recently.
Talcott housed him up.
Yeah. So
okay.
I
What a
don't know.
weird dude.
I don't know. I stayed up way too late and fucked around. But the 11 days of September, we're going to try to do at least a stream a day. Not all of them are going to be bangers or long ones, but we should try to do a stream a day for 11 days.
Yeah. What about tomorrow? What do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm going to think about it and try to. We'll try to have a topic for it. Either way, and then we'll just run with it and see what we can do.
Let's go. All right,
I
man.
think that's all.
Appreciate
I think
it.
that's all I got for tonight.
Peace out.